What? Then he can't.
No,
Then
it's not gonna work, Christian,
yeah, it's not.
because Sile's broadcasting.
Yeah.
Unless you want to talk on the phone. Oh, but you can't do that because
We can do a conference call. I'm just kidding. Hey, good luck, Christian. I'm gonna plug my mic now.
And here we are for the start of our next Sweet 16 matchup. Today we have the Kansas Jayhawks versus the UC Irvine Anteaters. And today is going to be a good one. Some of our key matchups are going to be Colin Welch versus Azubuike, who they've both been dominant this year. And we start off the game with an UC Irvine slam.
Hey, this is really weird. I'm stuck on one dude. One defense.
All right, we are having some technical difficulties. Christian is not able to switch from Devin Dotson. He's only able to play as Devin Dotson, so he's going to be off-ball the whole game if he stays. So he's going to quit, and then I'm going to reset the game. All right, go ahead and quit.
Let's check.
All right, so it'll be under, if you go to options and controller setting. Wait, not controller settings. It'll be position settings under options. Position settings. Nope, position. Oh, player lock disabled. All right, now let's just try again.
Dang, I had a good start too. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Christian, mute me on your phone.
Huh?
Mute me on your mute. Press the mute button. And here we are back with NCAA Sweet 16 March Madness matchup number 2. Kansas Jayhawks against the UC Irvine Anteaters. And boy, oh boy, do we have an exciting one today. We've got Devin Dotson and Udoka Azubuike against Colin Welch and Colin Welch's Anteaters. And 2 buckets right off the bat for each team, or 1 bucket off the bat for each team. Devin Dotson, with a nice move to the right, drives, kicks to Azubuike, and he finds the cutter for the basket. And Devin Dotson, this year's NCAA Freshman of the Year during the regular season. This season, he averaged 20.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 6.0 assists per game, as long with a steal and a half. So he's also making some contributions on the defensive end as one of the top defensive players in the league, or in the NCAA, I should say. Dotson drives again, turns it over, and the Anteaters are going to get out on the break. He pulls up, misses, and Azubuike with the rebound. Dotson brings it up. Obaji on the drive with the finish. Kansas with a couple good first possessions, aside from the 1 turnover from Dotson. And there they are, picking up an early foul. Here's UC Irvine. Kansas with the steal right there. They throw it up in transition. And Dotson on the inside finds a man. Layup. 8-4 Kansas. UC Irvine's going to have to make sure they don't turn the ball over. Going to have a lot of key possessions. They're going to want to slow the game down, run their offense. And since they're not one of the more talented teams, they're going to have to work to their strengths. UC Irvine, no good on the inside there. Azubuike, such an elite interior defender. And Kansas with the offensive board and put back. Here's UC Irvine again. Runs the screen up top, pulls up mid-range, splash. And UC Irvine had a good regular season. They're the top seed in the East. Looking to come out and avoid a 1-8 matchup. Kansas not necessarily having the regular season they would like, even though they have a very talented roster. It's been kind of a crazy year for UC Irvine. This is their first ever 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. One of the first Sweet 16 appearances we've seen in a long time as Azubuike powers it inside. Azubuike, just big, strong force. One of the biggest players in all of the NCAA. Looking to be a first-round draft pick this next year in the NBA. Has his fair share of injuries, but his upside and his potential is there for sure. As UC Irvine finishes inside with a nice hop step and reverse layup. Got Azubuike up in the air there, so that way he didn't affect the shot. And Kansas swings it and pulls up from deep. No good. Rebound Azubuike. Back outside. Dotson swings it back up top around the corner. And another kick. Tough shot from mid-range. Heavily contested. As UC Irvine gets back out on the break, swings it to the short corner, back up to the top of the key, and it looks like we got a deflection. They chase after it. UC Irvine is able to control it and get it back. Swing it back up to the top. Three-pointer on the wing, and it's good. Big shot by UC Irvine there. Now Dotson brings it up back up the court. He pulls it out, looks to set up the offense. Looks like UC Irvine has switched to a 2-3 zone here. Interesting call against this Kansas Jayhawk team. Swings it back out to the top. They're going to need a lot of rotation, and a deep three is taken. Not necessarily the shot they're looking for, but Azubuike on the boards. Nice kick out and mid-range shot right there by, I believe that's Dotson. Nice drive by UC Irvine. He kicks to the slasher, and it's no good. Great defense by Azubuike, and looks like UC Irvine picking up another early foul. Dotson on the drive, gets to Azubuike, back to Dotson, and he misses, but Azubuike with the offensive board. Oh, and he throws it home! And one! Udoka Azubuike, too big, too strong. Nothing UC Irvine can do there. Azubuike at the free throw line, and he's going to miss right there, and it's rebounded and outletted by the UC Irvine Anteaters. Good transition defense there by Kansas. They're able to get a stop, but he kicks it out to Welch, and Welch greens a three. Man, he is lethal from outside the arc. Best three-point shooter in their conference, best three-point shooter on the team, easily. And a nice pick and roll by Kansas here. Pick and pop, pulls up, and he knocks it down. 19-14, Kansas really controlling this game so far. He turns it over. Anteaters making too many mistakes as time is going to expire in the first quarter. Kansas up 19-14. We'll be back after the break. And we are back. UC Irvine is going to start with the ball after that big turnover at the end of the quarter there. They're going to need to get something going on offense here. I think they're starting to figure out how to handle Azubuike. You know, they've gotten some good looks that they've wanted, but it's really been the turnovers that have been killing them up to this point. And also the rebounds as Kansas with another big board, and they get back out in transition. If Azubuike can really have a big game for Kansas, it's going to be tough for the Anteaters to stop him, as it looks like he turns it over. Azubuike with a big turnover right there. Tries to dribble drive. That's not really his game. He's more of a post player. If Kansas can get it to him in the post against that 2-3 zone, then they might have an opportunity. As Welch playing as a stretch 5, bringing Azubuike out. Azubuike reluctant to come out of the paint there. It's going to give Welch opportunities. We'll see if Kansas will be able to change defensively in that scenario. As Anteaters with another big stop. They get out on the break again. Transition buckets are going to be huge for them, especially with Azubuike being not necessarily the fastest player on the court. Nice dribble penetration again. He kicks it out. Back inside and finishes under duress as Azubuike was right on him, but doesn't let that affect the shot. Surprised Azubuike wasn't able to get a block there as Dotson dribble drive again. Looking to pull it back out here. And got to watch for 3 in the key here. And it appears Kansas scores again right there. Anteaters struggling to stop them inside. It's been a mess for them all day on the interior, especially with the rebounding. If they can limit the turnovers and keep the pace, and if Welch keeps hitting, then they'll have an opportunity to win this game. Kansas scoring again. And UC Irvine driving again inside. Evan Leonard having a big game with 12 early points, 5 for 9 from the field. He's been their most efficient player so far. And it looks like a charge call right there. We've got a tie game here, 24-24. UC Irvine's made some big adjustments in the second quarter. Not really turning the ball over, playing a lot better defense, and they actually have been able to get inside. The big factor for them so far has been Evan Leonard penetrating, driving, kicking out to Colin Welch when available, and Colin Welch is really stretching out that tough Kansas defense, who, if you can't hit the outside shot, you're going to have a tough time scoring on them inside. As we have Dotson driving, feeding to Azubuike, and Azubuike finishes. He's just too big. Not much UC Irvine can do to stop him. And we've got Evan Leonard on the outside here, looking to set up the offense. Sets a screen, drives inside, and wow, able to get Azubuike up in the air and then wraps around and finishes on him. That's a very tough shot. I thought he had the roller there, but he's able to make a tough contested shot. And it appears to have Moss on the inside. Oh, and almost turns it over, but Azubuike recovers it, feeds it back inside to Moss. Nice little high-low action there, and Moss finishes on the inside. UC Irvine trying to control the pace of the game here, slowing it down a little bit. Drives and kicks to Welch. Great outside screen there, but Welch isn't going to get it. He just can't get his timing right today. He's a little bit off. Kansas in the corner. Moss sets a screen, gets the ball. Swings over to Dotson. Dotson drives inside, hop steps, finishes. Nice take and nice layup there as Kansas extends it to a 5-point lead, 30-25. 45 seconds, 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Anteaters. Pick and pop to Welch. Feeds it back inside to Evan Leonard. Azubuike helps. He's able to pump fake. And again, Azubuike falling for those pump fakes left and right. He's got to just learn to go straight up there. That's going to be able to help him stop Evan Leonard on the inside. Who would have thought the smallest player on the court killing the Kansas Jayhawks inside? Huge turn of events here as 30-27 is your score. And Dotson with the shot. Azubuike with the board. He has another rebound. Kansas going to hold it for the last shot. Moss on the outside. He's got Dotson in the corner. Dotson fires. Bang! He's got it! 3 seconds left in the half. UC Irvine gets it up the court, pulls up mid-range, got it! 0.3 seconds left, and that's going to be the end of the half. 2 big buckets at the end of the half. Your score is 33-30, Kansas over the UC Irvine Anteaters. We'll be back after these messages. Hi, I'm Antimize Johnson, and I have so many huge sales, but I've got lots of ants in my eyes. I can't even see the price. It's really big, good sales, but I got ants in my eyes, so I can't see. This oven it's going for $30. That's really cheap, Great deals. Antimize Johnson, and I've also got a rare condition where I can't feel anything. So I'm Antimize Johnson, and we've got huge sales. Come on in. This summer, 2 brothers go to take on the world, and there's going to be a tornado, and the tornado is going to lead to a Sharknado, and Sharknado, those sharks turn into zombies, and these 2 brothers are running from the Sharknado full of zombies, and they're running, but then all of a sudden a Mexican armada comes in from space and attacks the 2 brothers. The movie is 2 Brothers. Come see it this June 2020. Maybe not because of Corona. And we're back with the second half here. Our score 33-30. Kansas up over UCI. UCI at the top of the key. Turnover tried to run the pick and roll there, but great steal by Kansas. Pull up on the wing, no good. Rebound, and it looks like it's out of bounds. And Eric Casares is joining us on the live stream here. Feeds it inside to Moss. Moss with a tough shot. And a foul. UC Irvine bringing it up the court. Pick and pop again to Welch. They've been running that play all time, and Welch gets it this time. They're going to need to capitalize on that over and over and over if they want to win this game. Yes, Calvin Welch is lethal if he gets it going. And Dotson pulling up, but it's going to be no good. Rebound, Azubuike puts it back up. No good. They are smothering him on the inside. Driving kick here for the Anteaters. And they score once again. Moss bringing the ball up the court, and he drives and draws a foul. Pretty even game so far still at this point. Dotson drives. turns it over. Steal by Worku. Worku drives and kicks. They're looking to set up Yo again. Probably trying to get Colin Welch another shot here. What do you think, Eric? Driving kick right there to a Worku. And it's good. Another three-pointer for the UC Irvine Anteaters. That has been the equalizer for sure this game. Oh, nice pullback. Oh! Wow, ankle breaker right there, Eric. As I was saying, three-pointer been the equalizer for the UC Irvine Anteaters so far, along with the play of Evan Leonard on the inside against Azubuike. Smallest player on the court has put up 24 points in the paint. Been really tough for Azubuike to stop him as they keep on falling for those pump fakes. And he's able to hit those tough layups. Kansas with another three. Steal by Azubuike, and he slams it home! Damn. Stealing a timeout by UC Irvine there. Perfect. And here we are, 34 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if UC Irvine can get a quick shot here. It doesn't look like they're going to go for the 2-for-1 opportunity. They're just going to look to get a good-looking shot right here and trust their defense. He drives and kicks and knocks down the mid-range jumper. Nice pick and pop there. They're executing their plays to perfection right now. UC Irvine going to have to rely on those set plays in order to keep this game close.
And it looks like I'm picking back up on the broadcast. This is your boy E-Sizzle. We're back.
Oh, big shot right there by Kansas. As the clock ticks down, 2-1, and that will be the end of the quarter as we enter the fourth quarter.
As we enter the fourth quarter, UC Irvine, Kansas, and a really competitive one right here. I'm really interested to see how this one finishes.
And 43. The score is 48-43, UC Irvine up on Kansas. Dotson drives. He's got Azubuike. Azubuike still can't finish. Man, if Azubuike needs to show up here in this fourth quarter in order to give Kansas Jayhawks a chance to win the game. He has been struggling all day long, been incredibly inefficient, and frankly, Kansas has just given up trying to get him the ball. They've been relying more on their three-point shot and their defense to create turnovers in transition. Azubuike has been big on the boards, though. I will give him that.
It makes you get the question, Preston. If Azubuike was a little bit more on, how much more would Kansas be up in this game? Would they be up by multiple digits, or would it be just as close? Only time will tell.
Azubuike has a mismatch inside, elects to throw it out, and they're not able to get a bucket out of it. Are you kidding me? Azubuike with the smallest player on the floor on him.
Right there, and he finishes it.
Wow, Colin. Oh, that looks like Brad Green on the inside there. Here's Dotson on the drive, pulls it out. swings it over to Braun. Braun has a screen set by Moss. Braun drives, pulls it out, kicks it out to Moss. Moss sizing Brad Green up. Calls for the screen. He got Azubuike on the inside, but he doesn't throw it to him. But Azubuike gets the rebound anyway, and he kicks it to the cutter, who finishes strong.
There's that Azubuike that we've been waiting to see all game. As UC Irvine taking their time here, but they're still attacking. As kicks it out. Tough three-point shot. It's good. Bang!
Colin Welch making clutch shots in clutch moments when it matters. As we have Dotson driving down and slamming it home. Pace of the game really starting to pick up here as both teams get desperate here in the fourth quarter, Eric.
Yeah, well, UC Irvine is shooting exceptionally well this game. I'm very impressed.
Worku drives.
Has
stops,
the open man.
Pops. And they swing it back over to Leonard. Leonard
And
turns it
it's a
over.
turnover.
Kansas out in the break.
Nice pass.
Dumps it in! Slam, bam, jam! Up, and away! The elevator man! They love him!
What a pass.
Braun on Leonard. Leonard sets up the O. UCI trying to slow this game down to prevent Kansas from having a chance. And he turns it over again! Dotson! Oh, and they foul him on the fast break. Luckily, that isn't a clear path foul. Good heads-up foul by UC Irvine, but they get a nice play on the inbound. But he chokes! He doesn't make the layup!
Oh, my.
They get the offensive rebound. Braun on the outside. He's got Azubuike cutting. Oh, and UC Irvine reads it. Worku.
Taking their time. What's the three? And
no, he turns it over. Another turnover. Both teams.
And another
and
foul.
That's going to be a clear path foul. And no, it's not. Not a clear path foul. Wow. An interesting call by the refs here, Eric.
Really did catch a break there off of those two clear path fouls. Could have easily impacted the whole game. As UC Irvine playing some pretty good defense right here. Kansas still trying to find an open shot right here off the double.
They double team. They have Azubuike on the inside.
Azubuike
goes up and slams it home.
Puts it in. Yeah, you just can't stop that man. There's two guys on him, and he's still over there making it, showing him why it's his paint. He's just waiting for someone to go in there, Preston.
And we've got a game coming down to the wire here. As we now have a timeout by UC Irvine.
Little regroup here. The coach doesn't look very happy here. Man, what a game, Preston.
What a game indeed. UC Irvine up 53-51 with 1:30 left.
Azubuike needs to help this Kansas defense get a big stop right here. UC Irvine, if I'm them, I take my... And...
Devin Dotson brings it up the court. He drives. He's got
Azubuike
Azubuike on the inside. He goes, oh, he slams it home!
Oh my god!
Azubuike finally taking over here late in the game to to tie the game for Kansas. Can he give them the lead with this free throw? And it's
indeed
good.
He does, Preston. Indeed he does, and Kansas is up just like that as UC Irvine still taking their time on the offensive side of the ball. Kansas has been the much more physical team here in the last stretch. We'll see what UC Irvine does. Nice defense right here.
Hearts racing for UC Irvine as they have struggled late in this game.
Nice little pump fake there on Azubuike, making him jump as UC Irvine takes the lead again.
Yes, great play by Brad Green there. Dotson not able to get an open look.
Finds a man, kicks it back out, back inside, trying to draw a foul.
There's Moss on the inside.
Nope.
Oh, Dotson almost thought he had a look.
Gotta shoot it. Gotta shoot it.
3 seconds left. Has the mid-range, gets to Azubuike.
And
it's no good. Great stop.
Oh, there's a foul. There is a foul. Nope, it will be on Kansas. That
36 seconds left.
Uh-oh. Open lane right
UC
there.
Irvine, they're going to hold the ball.
He turns it over.
Turnover. And will Kansas hold it for the final shot here? They run it down the court and call a timeout. UC Irvine up 55-54. This is a heart-pumping, heart-throbbing game. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is what March Madness is all about, Eric. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we have been missing.
Hey, Preston, I'll tell you what. It's only been 2 games, but I'm ready to see a buzzer beater. We didn't get it last game, but we could be seeing something. We could be in for something really special right here to kick off this Sweet 16.
Devin Dotson had a game winner earlier in the season. Will they go to him or will they go to Azubuike? They're not able to get
another timeout.
Yep, doesn't look like they're able to get it in, so they call another timeout. Good defense by UC Irvine. Kansas, we'll see if they hold it for the final shot or if they just try to get a quick look. All right, here we go on the inbound. Dotson trying to get open. They get it in Azubuike. Azubuike back him down. They go for the... Oh, he turns it over! He dribbles out of bounds!
And now...
Wow! They're going to have to play the foul game now. They're going to have to play the foul game unless they get a quick steal. And they don't get the steal. Evan Leonard brings it up the court.
Wow, that took a lot of time off right there.
Remember, it's double bonus. He greens the first one. Evan Leonard, a 37% free throw shooter on the season, but he drains them both in crunch time. Oh, not 37%. My bad. I read the wrong thing. 96% free throw shooter. As Dotson, clock ticking down. He pulls up.
No good.
And it's no good.
And
UC Irvine is going to win the game. They're going to advance to the Elite Eight off of clutch free throws from Evan Leonard at the end of the game. Choked by Azubuike. And we have a post-game interview with the coach of Kansas right now. How does that make you feel?
He just ran out of bounds. What did it do?
Yep, Azubuike chokes at the end of the game there.
Obviously, you can tell from the Kansas coach he's a little frustrated right now. Back to the drawing boards. We will see you for the next game. We got Marquette going up against the Gonzaga Bulldogs coming up.
Where's Christian?
Dude, Preston, I figured it out, bro.
What was the issue?
Okay, so I went to my party settings, and apparently, like, on partying, I didn't...
Oh.
Like,
good job, Eric.
Everything else was fine, but...
Wow, that was a crazy game.
Dude, I came in at the right time.
Did you drop the stream style? Executing their plays to perfection right now.